First leg of the quaddie here at the Sunshine Coast, and we've got a Colts, Geldings and Entice benchmark 58 handicap over the 1,300 metres to kick us off. We've got the four scratchings. We're going to have a look at Loro Enzo, now in the hands of Michael Lane, Paul, and Luke Tarrant rides.
Yeah, formerly with the Sears stable, and he won 2 races out of his last 3 starts. So the Sears stable had him up and running well. He's now switched camps. He's coming off that Toowoomba Class 1 win. It's been 7 weeks between races, but you wouldn't know it looking at him. He looks good.
Mick Lakey has the 2 in Spill the Secret. He's second up today. Emily Leng takes off 2.
If he gets the breaks, he's a big winning chance. Kian, that first up run, we both liked it at Ipswich behind Boom Talk. We know that's a strong form race. He was working through the line hard, and I think outside the favourite, he's the obvious play.
Better Lad, he's very consistent. The 3, Matthew Power for Trevor Miller.
I just really like him here from the gate. That just gives him the options of leading, box seating. Either way, he should be handy. He's been racing terrifically well his past 5 starts. He's won 2. He's been placed 3. Yet here he still is in a benchmark 58. And I think he's the horse to beat.
Mount Fuji is the 4, Mark Duplessis for Heinrich and Beaton.
1 win from 19, but he's been teasing a bit of late. That second win may be coming. A second at Ipswich, a second here behind Veta Velocita, and then he comes through the Boom Talk race last start as well. It does meet Spill the Secret 3 kilos worse for that clash, though.
Don't let him suck you in, Paul. All right, 6 is Biggie. Alicia Donald is replaced by Daniel McGilvray for the Hargrave stable.
There he is, Biggie, walking around the middle of the track. He's had 5 starts here yet to place. He's drawn the fence, though, today, so they might be able to be aggressive on him and at least put him in the race.
Red Snap is the 7, Bailey Wheeler for John Smurton.
Knockout chance. So if you watch the replay at Coffs Harbour, first up in a Class 3, he was hard in the market, never got a crack at them at any stage. He's since been back to the trials, and he's the blowout.
I am loving the look of this guy. This is horse number 8, the Conman. Mishani Conman, James Norman, Les Ross.
He does look good, doesn't he? He's been knocking on the door too. Had no luck at all at Bow Desert last start on the back of the midfield effort at Ipswich behind Riviera Blue. What I like about him here is James Orman booked. You know, I think you've got a top-class jock aboard, a horse that's been nearly 2 years since he's won a race. Maybe he just needs that gun ride to bring out the best in him, and he couldn't look any better.
Virgo Vision's the 9, Ryan Wiggins for Stuart Kendrick.
Can always bob up and knock you off when least expected. He won his maiden 3 back. Since then, he hasn't been far away in 2 pretty strong form races.
Nitro Glycerin returns today. Matty Gray, Bruce Brown.
No trial, no real first-up form. Prefer to see.
Michael Carl rides the 14, Master Red for John Walk.
Needs to improve on what we've seen of late, although the roll-up form last start's not too bad.
We don't? Over 3 minutes of betting time for the first leg of the quadrella here at the Sunshine Coast, Paul. And Alora Enzo, they just had a little bit of a problem with the tongue tie, but they've got it back on and he is headed out onto track. So hopefully no delay there for this first leg. What's your late mail, interestingly enough?
Interestingly enough, it is 3, 2, 7 and 8. Number 3, Better Lad on top. Fairly logical, perfect draw, has the form on the board, should map to either lead or box seat, get the run of the race. And he's still in benchmark 58 grade. He's been tackling 65, 62s. He's been thereabouts in every race. The hot step, Winston Smurfield form. It all just makes sense. And he's around the right price. I think you could have a decent bet at that $3 quote. Number 2, Spill the Secret's the biggest danger. Although looking at him in the yard, I know we expected him to be right at his top second up, but he might just be half a run short. But we'll see. He'll be hitting the line hard either way today, as he did first up at Ipswich. He's over the big track will suit him, obviously, as well, and the claim for Emily Lang will suit. Then you've got the 2 knockouts, Red Snap, the 7 and 8, Mishani Conman. Both of these runners have been backed. Red Snap had no luck at all at Coffs Harbour. Will need the luck today just due to his racing style of getting back. And Mishani Conman, the difference here is James Orman. So 3, 2, 7, 8.
Okay, I was 2, 8, 3 and 7. Spill the Secret. That was a really good return. What I liked about that return at Ipswich it was quite a handy Class 1 with Boom Talk, who's now a Saturday winner. We had Thankful Heart horses, some nice horses coming off the back of some maiden wins, and it was all up on speed is where the action was, and this guy did his best work late. And it sort of looked like he was flattered by passing some horses that were knocking up late. But as I said, your speed really dominated, particularly on that day. And past the line, he was doing some nice work. He is a winner before second up, and I just think Mick's got those screws really wound down, and the 2 kilogram claim for Emily Lang, I think, is priceless. The 8 in Mishani Conman. It's either the fraudster or the Conman that's going to win today, I reckon, out of the Mishani horses. But I think he was very, very unlucky last start at Bow Desert. He ended up last, 3/4 of the way through the race, and he sort of had to weed through the ruck and make his ground late. It was a good run. Better Lad in for 3rd. As for you said, I just can't take Better Lad that short for a horse that won't win. And then the 7 rounded me out in Machine Red Snap. because, you know, Red Snap, the key to this horse is fresh runs, and I like that he's kept him fresh, sent him back to the trials, because with his last preparation when he was trained in Melbourne, it was 6th of October, 21st of October, 10th of November and 2nd of December. So John Smurden seems to be following a very similar system with the spaced runs.
All right, Kian, thank you for all of that. Market-wise, Better Lad, $2.80 to $3. Mount Fuji, 6 into $5.50. Neither of us have found the Fuji today. Red Snap, 8 into 6, and Mishani Conman, 8 into $7.50. The Drifter has been Virgo Vision, $7.50 out to 10. None of the roughies have been backed, and Spill the Secret's been rock solid. Alora Enzo, 17 out to 26 after having a few issues getting him onto the course. All right, your numbers up on screen there, Kian, 2837. As you said, this is the first leg of the quaddie this afternoon. You've still got about 8 to load up. So if you haven't got that quaddie on, you still have time. Tab app, punch away, try and hit the quaddie this afternoon. Kian's only got 72 combos thereabouts.
Yeah, $48.
48 in fact. So you've really gone skinny. I went 160 combos, but
living life on the edge.
Hopefully one of us can hit that quaddie today, and hopefully the punters at home can also get to the end. All right, they are loading up pretty well here for race number 5. Alora Onzo is behind the barriers and in already, Kian, so they've made up some time there. So we'll head up to Terry Spargo to call them home.
And there's 3 left to be loaded, Paul. Red Snap, Mount Fuji, and Mishani Conman are the 3 out of the barrier stalls. The line filling well. So Better Lad will run the favourite. He's at $3 with tab. He's at $3 on the QOP screen. 1,300 metres again. The male's version of the benchmark 58. The starter has them. The light blinks. Gates fly, racing. Better Lad began only fairly. Red Snap, Nitroglycerin went back shortly after the break. Biggie from the inside. Spill the Secret deeper out. Mishani Conman between them began well. Alora Enzo will settle 4th. Master Red 5th. Better Lad goes to midfield on the inside of Mount Fuji, then Virgo Vision, Nitroglycerin second last, and Red Snap is 3/4 of a length away as Biggie led them out at the back. At the half-mile marker, Biggie's a length in front of Spill the Secret. Mount Fuji travelling 3 wide strides to 3rd. Mishani Conman 4th, 1 deep on the outside of Alora Enzo, and then Better Lad, Master Red, Virgo Vision, Nitroglycerin, and Red Snap will have to come from the tail of the field. Biggie's the leader. They're at the top of the lane with 450 metres left to run, and Biggie showed the way to Spill the Secret. Mount Fuji's travelled wide from the word go. Mishani Conman comes around their heels. Better Lad sticks to the inside, and Red Snap coming right down the outside. Mount Fuji hit the lead with 150 metres left to go. He travelled 3 deep throughout. He's broken clear. Spill the Secret, Mishani Conman, Better Lad chasing in vain. Mount Fuji wins. Mount Fuji from Better Lad, Spill the Secret, Mishani Conman in photos for the minors. Then Red Snap, followed by Virgo Vision and Biggie.
And 2 are awaiting that photo for 4th, but Mount Fuji, well done, Mark Duplessis. Didn't have the most economical run either for a horse that is a little afraid of the finishing post, I guess. Paul, he's done very well and defied what was a tough run in transit to score there at $5.90, $2.10 if you are, or you did include the 4 in your quadrella. Better Lad, he does what Better Lad does. He ran 2nd. Spill the Secret wanted to lay in a little in those final stages, but another nice run, and then we've got a photo for 4th. Looks like it'll be horse number 8, 4328 across the line.